Hello dear students, Namaste and welcome. This is your grade 8 English classroom. Today we are going to do a lesson from Unit 14, and in this lesson we are going to do exercises from previous reading our text, and then we are also going to do grammar. Okay, in the grammar we are going to do conditionals from grammar 1 and 2 from Unit 14 of your book. Are you ready, students? Okay, then let's start. Okay, so yesterday, in our previous lesson, what we have read, do you know? Yes, we have read a story that was about the magic mirror. Yes, you're right. Do you remember the story? Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'll just revise what we have studied in the story. So what was the story about? Yes, the story was about a king who wanted to marry, right? The king was from Kingdom of Granada, and he was looking for to marry the great or the worthy girl, or the most worthy girl of the country, right? And what happened? He announced to give a good sum of money to the person who looks or who finds the suitable bride for him, right? And then the news was told to all the ladies in the country, and the old women, watchmen, and others, barber, they spread the news to the girls, right? And then the barber was one man. Okay, the barber, what did he say? He said that he had a nice mirror which has a magical power, right? What did he have? He had a mirror, the magic mirror, but actually it was not, right? So he pretended to have a magical mirror, and then that was supposed to project, to show the dishonesty of the girl who looks into it. Okay, and what happened? Then many girls wanted to become the queen of the country, but none were ready to look into the mirror. Why? Because they thought that their dishonesty, their bad sides would be reflected in the mirror, right? So they didn't try to look into the mirror. And then the king was looking for the girl for a long time, and the answer was no. So what happened? The king was so worried that he couldn't find the suitable bride for him. So he said to himself, why is this happening to me? What is happening to me? Then the barber said that there is one chance. So what was the chance? Yes, a shepherd girl was there. Okay, so he reminded that there is a shepherd girl far in the mountain, on the mountain. And then once he said that, the king said, call her. Okay, call her. Let her see the mirror. And then what happened? The girl was actually a brave girl. So she said that, okay, I'm not afraid to look into the mirror. I'm ready to look into this mirror because everyone makes mistakes. I'm not afraid of seeing my mistakes open. So this is how. See, what did she do? She gazed into the mirror, and then there was nothing shown in the mirror. So everybody now got shocked, and then they said, oh, there is no magic in the mirror. We are actually tricked. And then finally the king said that, no, ladies, you have only yourselves to thank. If you had been confident enough to look into the mirror to yourself, then you might have been the queen. Okay, so this is how the king finds a brave girl, a shepherd girl for his queen. Okay, this is the story in our previous lesson, right? Now today we are going to do the exercises first, and then in the second part we are going to do the grammar part. Okay, students? Okay, dear students, so we have now exercises. Yes, which exercise we have left to do? In the previous lesson, we have done some of A and B exercises. And today, we have exercise C and D and E. Okay, so let's look at this exercise C first. What we have here? Can you read the instruction there? See? Yes. Read paragraph 1 to 10. Write whether these statements are true or false in the information. If the information is not given in the text, write NG. Okay, here, let's see. The first sentence is, a watchman conveyed the message of the king early in the evening. Was it evening or in the morning? Can you check? Yes, definitely in the morning, not in the evening, right? So in the story, it says that all the girls were woken up. Okay, they were woken up early in the morning. Okay, so this should be the what? Yes, false statement. Okay, next, let's see the woman's dishonest. The woman's dishonest character would be reflected in the mirror. Is it true that it really reflected the bad side of the women who looked at it? No, right? It was not true. So it should be what? Yes, false. You're right. Let's see sentence C. The girl interested to marry the king must be in her 20s. Is it true statement? Yes, dear students. This should be in her 20s. So you can check, right? So the requirement for the marriage is that any girls above 20. So this is true statement. Okay, now let's see the other sentences here. D, sentence D. Many wanted to become or be queen, but none wanted to look into the mirror. Is it right? Yes, many women wanted to become the queen, but they didn't look at it, right? So this is true. Let's see E. The king found the suitable candidate at once. At once means what? Turuntai, chadai. Did he find at once? No. It took a long time, right? So this is again false. So F, sentence F. Kings in other states were also facing the same problem as that of the king of Granada. So, is it a true statement? Other kings of the other state were facing the same problem? No, right? Because the king says that other kings of the other states are not having this problem, but why am I having this? Or why is this happening to me? So this is why this is also false statement. Another country or another king had no problem like this. Okay, so this is the exercise C. That was about true and false. Now let's see exercise D. Please read this instruction first, students. Okay. Read paragraphs 11 to 16 and answer these questions. Now we have to answer these questions. Here we have questions from A to, from A to what? We have A to F, G. Yes. What happened as soon as the shepherd girl was brought into the palace? What happened to the shepherd girl when she was brought into the palace? Do you remember? Can you check it in your book? In the story, you can see that. You can see that as soon as the shepherd girl was brought into the palace, what happened? Many people, whole kingdom filled the royal hall to see the girl, right? A lot of people, many people, filled the royal hall. The whole means sabaijana, okay? Sabaijana, guy in the kingdom hall. Yes. Another question is, how do you know the king was happy at the first sight of the girl? Okay, we can say that. We can say that by reading the story, you can find that the king was happy. The king was pleased to find the girl about her appearance, and he welcomes her kindly. Can you see the word kindly there? Please find that. Yes. So that is why we can say that the king was happy at the first sight of the girl. Okay. Surumai, he becomes happy by looking at her. Okay. So can you read the answer? Yes. The king was very happy at the first sight of her because he received her kindly. Okay. Now let's see C. Sentence question C. Was the shepherd girl really shy? How can you say so? Was she very shy? Really shy? We don't think so, right? Because she was daring. She was so confident to look into the mirror. So we can also say that no, she wasn't really shy. Okay, if you think, then you can say she is shy as well. But by looking at her behavior, we can say that she wasn't really shy. How? Kasari wala? Yes, because she dared to tell the truth and look into the mirror. She told the truth that I have done mistakes. Okay, so she said all about her bad behaviors also, and she said that it is normal to do mistakes in life. So that is why we can say that she is not very shy. Okay, students, so let's move to another question, that is D. We have D question. What was the secret about the mirror? Mirror भित्रको वास्तविकता के थियो? Can you tell me? Can you tell? Yes, the mirror was not actually a magical mirror. Yes. So the answer, you can say the mirror was not a magical one. It was just a normal mirror. Yes, bhai baniharu? Yes. Okay, now let's see E. What did the other ladies realize at the end? What did they find? What did they know at the end of the story? Let's guess. Yes, they knew that the mirror was not truly magical one. And they also knew that they should have been confident enough to try. So you can say that in this way, they realized that they were tricked with a normal mirror. They also knew that they were not brave enough to face the truth. Okay? So they didn't want to say that they had done mistakes or they had some truth behind what they looked. Okay, students, so these are the questions and answers. Now let's look at exercise E. Yes, students, now in this exercise E, we are going to tell which character is telling this expression to whom. Okay, students, so let's see this. Read the lines from the story and answer the questions. I'm afraid I'll have great trouble finding a worthy lady for the king. Who said this? Who is the speaker? The barber. Yes, you are right. Barber is saying that I'll take the trouble to find the worthy girl for the king. So it is the barber. Okay, who is he or she speaking to? Is he speaking to who? The king or the ladies, old women? Yes, you're right. The old women. So he was telling that I will find the worthy girl for the king. Okay, now let's see question B from this part of the exercise here. So please check this sentence. What have you got to do with helping the king find a wife? Okay, तपाईसँग के छ त्यस्तो तपाईले नै खोज्नु पर्ने? That was the expression. Who said this part of the expression? Can you guess? Yes, this is said by world women. Okay, there were world women as well who was asked to find the girl by the king, and they questioned the barber, right? Okay, now let's see. Whom does you refer here? You is here. What does it refer? Whom does it refer? It refers to the barber. Yes, you're right, students. Now let's see the expression C. No, ladies, you have only yourselves to thank. Okay, this is from the last part of your story. Please check. Who said this one? Yes, this is said by the king. Yes. To whom do you think? Definitely young ladies. Okay. When does he say so? That when the young ladies say that we are tricked, okay, it is not actually the magical mirror. Okay, then the king says that this is yourself to thank because you didn't try. Okay, so that was said by the king to the young ladies. Okay, students, now we have come to the ending of this first part of our today's lesson. In this part, we did CDE exercises from the story, the magic mirror. Okay, the magic mirror. And then today we are going to do grammar exercises from this part of next part of this today's lesson. So we have grammar first and second in this part. So please have a look at your book. Please turn the pages and find the exercise grammar 1 first. Okay, so we have grammar 1 here. So can you see this exercise here? Okay, so what is the exercise? Can you read it here from here? Yes, match the sentences halves to make sensible sentences. So there are halves, okay? 1 half, 2 half, okay? Then halves. These are the half sentences. Then we have to connect them to make the full or complete sentence. So let's see. If Anjali won the lottery, which do you think is the correct one? Can you guess? If Anjali won the lottery, let's see, she would go for a long trip. Okay, why is it correct? We will talk about it later. Let's see next sentence. What would you do? What would you do? The answer is yes, you corrected. You guessed it correctly. What would you do if you were in my place? So let's see. C. I will buy you some chocolates. Chocolates. Let's see here. If I find a grocery shop. Okay, grocery shop. Sentence D. If they had won the race, we would have been very happy. Okay, the answer is we would have been very happy. Let's see E. If they don't stop making noise, which one is correct? Yes, I will call the police. And the last one, if you drop an egg, what happens? It breaks. Okay, these are the different sentences, students. What kind of sentences are these? Yes, these are called conditional sentences, and they have different structures here. We have, look here, Anjali won, this is past verb, and you can see here, would go. We have would here, and then we have here past verb. Look here, would and past verbs have relations here. I will buy, look here, will plus buy, future verb, and then, can you check here? I find, this is present verb, present form of verb. Okay, these are called different structures of conditional sentences. I'll show you some short information about conditional sentences to you. Let's see. What are conditional sentences? Conditional sentences के हुन् त? Let's see, okay, students. Conditional sentences they express hypothetical situations and their sequences. Look, they consist two clauses. दुईवटा clauses हुन्छ है भाइ बहिनीहरु. What are they? First one is if clause. Okay, first one is if clause. Second one is, another one is main clause. We call it, okay, if clause is called dependent clause. Another one is also called main clause. If clause says the condition, there is a condition. यो भयो भने, that is condition. Okay, यो हुन्छ. Okay, and while the main clause represents the result. Condition भने के हो त? द यो भयो भने, जस्तै पानी पर्यो भने, is a condition. Okay, what happens? पानी पर्यो भने के हुन्छ? भिजिन्छ. Okay, that is the result. So condition, result, condition, result. So that is what happens in the conditional sentences. There is two parts in the sentence. Okay, let's see. There are different types of the conditional sentences. There are zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, and third conditional. So they have different purposes. Let's check them. So we have zero conditional, that is for general truth. Yes, कुनै पनि सत्य कुराहरू भन्न पर्यो भने, but because it is unchangeable. जस्तै if you heat ice, it melts. है भाइ बहिनीहरू, look here, general truth, this is truth. यसलाई चेन्ज गर्न सकिँदैन. So if you heat ice, it melts. That is zero conditional structure. Another one is first conditional. First conditional मा के हुन्छ भाइ बहिनीहरू? Real possible things हुन्छ. जस्तै पढ्यो भने पास हुन्छ. If it rains, I'll stay indoors. Rain भयो भने घरमै बस्छु. Okay, this is for real possible situations. Okay, structure you can check. Present simple here, and then we have will plus base form of the verb. Okay, you can check the second conditional here. It is for unreal, impossible things, unprobable. हुन नसक्ने कुरा है भाइ बहिनीहरू. We sometimes just say, like imagination or imaginary thing. यस्तो भएको भए I would do that. Like if I won the lottery, I would travel the world. You can see here. Unreal, जुन हुन नसक्ने कुरालाई we do sometimes imagine. Okay, हामी कहिलेकाहीँ एउटा कुराहरू कुनै पनि सिम्पली इमेजिनेसन गर्न सक्छौँ. जस्तै मैले धेरै पैसा भएको भए तिमीलाई गाडी किन्दिन्थे. We said that, right? We say that for simply saying nonsense things or doing some simple imaginary things. Oh, this is one second conditional one. Now another one is third conditional. That is for the things that didn't happen. Something already happened, but what I wanted to do, I didn't do it. जुन कुरा गरेको छैन, त्यो कुरा नगरेको कुरालाई चाहिँ रिजल्ट भइसक्यो, आइसक्यो, त्यो कुरालाई चाहिँ we express through this structure. Like if I had studied harder, राम्रो पढेको भए, she would have passed the exam. पढ्दै पढेन, but पढ्दै पढेन. That is didn't happen. Okay, students, so the structure is perfect here. Perfect tense, past perfect tense. And another main part of the sentence is would have plus past participle. Look here, had plus verb 3 and would have plus past participle. Okay, so we have the third conditional here. Now we have exercise from our book. So I hope you have got all the information, necessary information about conditional sentences. So it's structures. Okay, students, now we are going to apply it in our exercises. Here, can you check the exercise? Yes. So exercise A we have from grammar 1, match sensible sentences using the words given. We have here example, we, wait, we, well, will, get, if, rains, it. These are scrambled. Now we have to arrange it in a suitable order. If it rains, we will get wet. Let's see here, sentence. Study hard, will pass you the exam if you. How do you arrange it? Okay. If you study hard, you will pass the exam. Okay, you have to arrange like this, right? Next one is for universal truth. If you heat ice, it melts. How do you make it? Look, if you heat ice, it melts. Okay, next. C. Succeed you will if work hard you. How do you arrange it? You have to take care of the if sentence first, if clause first. If you work hard, you will succeed. Okay? If you work hard, you will succeed. Look here, structure. You need to find the if clause first, and then you have will plus verb 1 here if it is present one. And then we have D. She would help her if asked me I. So look, how do you arrange it? So what is the if clause here? If I or if you asked, which one do you think? Let's see. If she asked me, I would help her. Okay, in this way you can arrange them. Look, for E you can make like this. If you had invited them, they would have come. If she doesn't know the answer, the teacher will be unhappy. If she hadn't studied hard, she could have failed her exam. Would you help me if I asked you? So this is in the question form. So how do you know it is starting with would? Look here, there is a question mark. Okay, students, when there is question mark, okay, there should be an auxiliary verb at the beginning. Right? हामीले यहाँनिर के डिफरेन्स देख्छौं? There is a question mark in other sentences. यहाँनिर question mark छैन. Okay, so we have to get the would verb first at the first because it is an auxiliary verb for making yes no questions. Okay, students, so this is the solution for exercise A. Now we are going to see another exercise, that is grammar 2. And here we have selecting the suitable verb for making a correct conditional sentence. Let's see, complete the sentences by choosing the correct options. We have here verbs. How do we know? How do we check? How do we get the correct verb? कसरी थाहा पाउने? Can you guess? Yes, by looking at the another part of the sentence. हामीसँग दुईवटा पार्ट छ, okay? One is the if part or the dependent clause, and then we have the main clause. दुईवटा clause छ that is separated by a comma. है? You can see here comma. Comma ले छुट्याइएको छ. So हामीले यहाँनिर how do we find the correct verb? By looking at this part. When we have will give, okay, will plus verb 1, then there is the chances of being the present form of the verb at the other half. Okay, another half ma ke huna sakcha? Present verb. Because how do we know? यतातिर हेर्नुस् त, will give present यो चाहिँ type 1 conditional sentence ma हेर्नुस् structure. Yes, if you are hungry, I will give you something to eat. Next हेर्नुस्, what if you were alone at your home? यहाँनिर where verb देख्नुहुन्छ. Where भनेको कुन verb हो? It's past tense. Past, this is type 2. This is type 2 conditional. Type 2 conditional मा के हुन्छ? Past verb and would plus verb 1. So you have to get the would one. Would is here. So you write here, what would you do if you were alone at home? This is in the question form. So would you do आउँछ? It's a question form मा छ. And then we have C. If they had gone to bed. Look here, the structure हेर्नुस् है. If clause मा we have had gone. Had plus verb 3. So what we have here? This is type 3. Third type of conditional. In this type of conditional we have had plus verb 3 or perfect tense, past perfect tense, and then we have in the another part would have plus verb 3. Okay, so let's check the answer. Here they wouldn't have been late. We have here would have and past participle. Again, next one, D. D, a snake, if you touch it, you can see here, if you touch it, this is the verb 1 or present tense, and you have here may bite, bites, would bite. So it is a kind of truth. So we say it may bite, a snake may bite you if you touch it. Another one is E, if it rains this evening. Look here, the verb rains has the present form of the verb here, and we will have here would or will. Which do you think? Definitely we have will stay. Okay, students, now we have few more sentences to complete. Yes, would you walk more if you, look here, we have would verb here. If what kind of verb we need now? Is it a present verb? Is it a will or future or would one? Do you think? Would you walk means you need a past verb, right? So, if you had a pair of shoes, this is the verb to or past verb, and we have would here, so that is the correct form. Marina would have bought a watch if she, look here, what structure we have? Would have bought. Would have bought is, it's a kind of third type of conditionals. There we need what kind of structure next? We need past perfect tense. So which one is the past perfect? Had, have had, will have. Which one is the past perfect here, students? Is it have had? No. Okay. Had is the past perfect tense. So if she had had money, Maria would have bought a watch. Okay. In this way, we have to complete. Next is, if I hadn't climbed up the tree, I, okay, look here, hadn't climbed. This is one also. This one is also perfect, past perfect tense. And we need would have plus past participle here. So which one is the past participle with would have? Yes, here is the structure. So wouldn't have fallen. Okay, students, so you know it by looking at the verb in the if parts or the main parts, which is given. जुन चाहिँ पार्ट दिएको छ त्यो पार्टलाई we have to look at it and then find out the verb structure. है, sometimes complete गर्नुपर्नेमा sometimes के हुन सक्छ, if part दिएको हुन सक्छ, okay, if clause दिएको हुन सक्छ, sometimes main clause दिएको हुन सक्छ. So you have to look at the structure of the given clause and then you have to decide the other part of the structure of the other part. Okay, students, so we have the last sentence, that is, what if the doors are closed? Look here. Here is are. Are is a present verb. So we need sometimes what will happen if the doors are closed. Okay. Sometimes present and present also is possible. You can also write what happens if the doors are closed or what will happen if the doors are closed. These are both possible. Okay, structures. Okay, students, now we have come to the last exercise from today's lesson. We have there complete the given sentence in your own way, okay, in any way you like. So we have given the structure, half of the structure here, and then the rest of the structure you have to guess. हेर्नुस् त आधा जति clause दिएको छ, one clause is given, another clause you have to write. Hey, let's see. If I were you, look here. Where is our verb to? Where is के हो त? Verb to हो, past tense हो. This is type 2 conditional. In type 2 conditional, we need would plus verb 1. Okay, would plus verb 1 हामीलाई चाहिन्छ है. So you can write any kind of sentence with would plus verb 1. Like I would, if I were you, I would help the poor. If I were you, I would sing a song. If I were you, I would go to travel a beautiful city. So like this, you have to write would plus verb 1. Here, B, if you call him. Look here, call is a present tense. Then you need will here. I will see him. Will plus base form of the verb. कसरी यहाँ will see आयो सर भन्नुहुन्छ भने, please have a look at this structure again. हेर्नुस् त, call him is a present form of the verb, and please check the first type of the conditional sentence को structure first को check गर्नुस् त. That has present tense in the first part, and then main part मा will plus verb 1. Okay, our base form. Sentence C, dear students, sentence C मा हेरौँ त. I would have called your mother. What kind of structure is it? It is would have plus past participle. अब के चाहिन्छ हामीलाई? Past perfect tense चाहिन्छ है. Past perfect tense मा के हुन्छ भाइ बहिनीहरु? Yes, had plus verb 3 हुन्छ. Like this, हेर्नुस् त. If I had known her. Had plus past participle. So this is the correct one. If you don't brush your teeth regularly, so this is present tense, then what is the result? You may have tooth decays. If they didn't hurry, look at this structure. This didn't word is a, which tense is it? Yes, you are correct. This is past tense. This is type 2 conditional, and in type 2 we have would plus verb 1. So you can write any structure with would plus verb 1. They wouldn't reach home. Look here, would and reach are the two pair verbs here. Will play golf here. Okay, here we have next part of the sentence here. Will play. Will play is a, what kind of structure is it? Future tense. And in another part we may have present form of the if clause. Like if you are free, we will play golf. I can help you if you need me. Okay. In this way you can complete this kind of sentences, or you can also change it with the same structure. If you know the same structure, you can make your own sentences, okay, in any way you like. तपाईलाई आफुलाई जानेको तपाईको आफ्नै सेन्टेन्सहरु राख्न सक्नुहुन्छ, but structures should be like this: would, will, had plus past participle and may or will have. You have to follow this structure and you can make your own conditional sentences. So as I already said, conditional sentences are for our hypothetical situations that we say some condition, we set condition and that has some result. Okay, एउटा condition हुन्छ, situation हुन्छ, and then a result हुन्छ. Okay, students, so we have come to the end of today's lesson. I hope you have enjoyed the lesson very much, and I hope it will help you to do the exercises and learn about grammar and exercises from the previous lesson. Okay, I hope to see you soon in the next video. See you soon. Namaste. Have a nice day.